Hello everybody and welcome to this video with me, Miss Whitney B. I'm back with another one. This is a pick-a card for an 18+ read. What do other people find irresistibly sexy about you? So before we get into the reading, don't forget, if this is your jam, to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share with other like-minded beings. I am also, if you subscribe, I'm doing another another contest where I'm going to be drawing a name of one of the new subscribers for a free personal reading. So don't forget that if you would like, if you like, comment, and subscribe, to go ahead and put that in the comments below about doing so that I can put your name in, because not everybody is listed. So don't forget to do that if you want to be considered. Last but not least, if this reading resonates with you, please do share below. It is always a wonderful thing to create a space for others, and which is my goal, is to create a space for others, for all of us to come together as a tribe and a community to share our authentic truth, to share our signs, symbols, and synchronicities, to inspire each other and to encourage each other to live our best lives and to go forward as best we can. All right, let's get into this pick a card. So the first option, we have three options today. The first option is going to be this green highlighter with this dice, which is Scorpio. Then the second option is this purple highlighter with the number 8. And this third option is the moon with this blue highlighter. So let's get into the reading. If you chose this green highlighter, this is going to be your reading. So I'm going to, real quick, actually, you know what, we'll save it to the end. So first things first, universe, highest self, and we're calling out for viewer for group number 1, which is the green with the Scorpio. What is it that others find so sexy, irresistibly sexy, universe, about option number 1? And first we're going to do energetically. So what is energetically very sexy about group number 1? We're going to use my Doreen Virtue Life Purpose cards. Okay, universe, slide it up like the 4th of July. Wow, these guys went flying. You guys are a real energetic group. You also say what's on your mind. We have practice. So you're a person who practice makes perfect is a philosophy of yours. You are unafraid to be grounded. You see all this beautiful brown in this picture. To be grounded, solid, and stable, and to keep the big picture in mind as you take step-by-step actions in the physical world from a grounded space, to create, to gain the talent, the skill, to hone your skill in a way that fully serves you. We have artists, so you are likely a very creative person. Now remember, artistry can come in many forms, so it may have to do with clothing, with painting, with writing, with speaking, because if you see her wings here are blue and yellow is about divine wisdom, and blue is about speaking the truth. And so maybe you're a person who speaks your authentic truth and shares wisdom, your wisdom gained through your trials and tribulations with the universe. Also, if you notice, she's rested and very still. Maybe you share your intuition. Maybe you're like me and you're a reader or an energetic healer or a helper being for the universe. And so however you do what you do, it's very artistic, it's very engaging, and it's very creative and active. And it gives a lot of love and light to the world. We had protected. So you're also a person who's very strong and protected. The universe, you know that the universe takes excellent care of you, and that you're safe, and that if you ever need help, all you have to do is reach out. You're very safe, strong, and grounded. I'm hearing overall very safe, strong, and grounded. Also, I'm seeing a lot of teal and green-blue energy, which is for me about healing energy and heart energy. So speaking the truth, from a heart-centered place, and sharing heart healing with others, as well as divine wisdom and knowledge. Because if you notice in this practice card, all of this space around her is also green and yellow, and so a lot of heart healing, a lot of heart healing and speaking wisdom to others. And one more card, universe. The counseling card, yeah. So I hear speaking, that's come up a lot. And so you guide and counsel and love and offer love, care, compassion, and guidance to others through your kind words. And also I'm hearing through your artistry. Through your artistry, you help others feel safe and protected. You help them feel like they're not alone in the world and that there's someone else like them out there. Bottom of the deck is music. So you might be a very musical person as well. I know for me, an example, I have a theme of readings that are channeled songs. And so the universe speaks to me through songs, and then I communicate back outward and reflect my light and my channeling with you guys, to you guys, as a gift from my own creative talent having to do with my I am presence, my vision, my sacred vision. And then this also feels like my artistry. And so, and if you notice, he's all in blue, which is about speaking that divine truth with that divine inspiration with the white. And so you're a person who shares your divine truth with the universe with love and authenticity as all that you are. So that is what is energetically very attractive about you, group number one. This is what others find incredibly, irresistibly sexy about you, is that you don't give up. Practice makes perfect. You're creative, you're an artist, you're a very unique being. What I'm hearing is you bring your own authentic touch to all that you invest your energy in. You are a very safe, grounded, and stable being. You know that you are protected, safe, and loved, and that the universe will always be there for you. And you're not afraid to share your authentic wisdom and truth with others, to give others your lighthearted, kind energy, to give others this protection, grounded stability, as well as this divine inspiration and wisdom to share authentically from your heart space out to the world. That is incredibly sexy about you, group number one. Okay. I hear it's the little things, the simple things. You give a lot of attention to detail, and you always put this like creative, unique twist on it. You have this way of making something so mundane extraordinary. And so, oh my gosh, that is incredibly sexy. I can't lie. When people do that with me too, I'm like, it's like, see this gold down here? I keep feeling like you have like a silver lining or a gold lining, that like people think you may be this average person, or they may label you as one thing, but guess what? You're actually completely different than that. And I just heard a heart of gold as well. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about what is emotionally sexy about you. And we're going to use my Colette Baron Reed Animal deck to talk about what is emotionally sexy about you, group number one. What is irresistibly sexy emotionally about group number one, universe? Mind, body, and spirit. I'm hearing in wholeness. You're a whole being. You're beautiful. But what are those little details, universe? Light it up like the 4th of July. What is emotionally sexy about group number one? Emotionally sexy. What just really stops people in their tracks and makes them go, wow, that is so sexy. Oh, we have watch your words with parrot spirit. So you're very colorful with your words. You have a really excellent, like, I'm hearing like a really unique, divine way of expressing your words with a richness, with a depth, with communicating with flair. Like, that's what I just heard. She communicates, or he communicates with flair, like the parrot. Do you see how much flair and regalness this parrot has? You do the same. You bring that regal flair to what you say. I'm also hearing that you're a conscious person. You're very well aware of what you're saying and how your words have power, and you use that in a way that supports and uplifts others. That is irresistibly sexy about you, group number one. Next, we have Coyote Spirit, trusting in the divine detours. So I also just heard that you're like a dog with a bone when it comes to your spirituality, with your divinehood, with your sacredness. And that you, when the universe says, we're going left, you say, okay, we're going left. You trust infinitely in the universe and in yourself. Yes, you may get frustrated. Sorry guys, there was a call that came in. But with this coyote spirit, you trust the universe. When the universe says, hey, we're going left, you go left. You listen to the signs and the symbols. Your ancestors, they speak to you. Also, you trust your sacred vision and your power to create. Your I am presence is very... Sorry about that, guys. Another call came in. So also your ability to communicate. You have a strong knowing when universe is talking to you, when your higher being is talking to you, and you listen and you follow that. And I just heard coyote is another pack animal. I just heard how you're very supportive to your tribe and your family. You look at this world and your family member, the people in your life, as your tribe, as your collective, as people that you care for and are loyal to and supportive of. Like I just heard, we rise together. You're very focused on how you can be the leader as your own independent self and bring wholeness to your group through your service to yourself and then the whole unit. Dove spirit. We have be at peace. So you may be a peacemaker. You may also be someone who always looks on the bright side. I just heard this person is always looking at these silver linings, again with these silver linings around this dove. And you listen with your heart space. If you notice, there's a bunch of color in here activated. And so you're an aligned, activated being. And I also heard like Mother God energy, this sense of everything is well. The whole universe is conspiring for me, not against me. I heard trusting signs and symbols, looking to the universe, co-creating from a space of we are one, to manifest that sense of independence and to bring that peace and that love. I hear seeking to be love rather than to be right. That is incredibly sexy about you. No ego. Like you come at this... you come at partnerships, relationships, ways of being. This way of being you have is just kind of not necessarily go with the flow, but like an ease, a sense of flow. Like it's going to be okay. It'll work itself out. There's no need to worry. And then Spirit just reminded me that doves are and birds are communication beings that communicate with angels. I heard prayers on the wings of angels, of doves and birds. And so basically you communicate to the universe. You pray for others. Like you may be a person who says, hey universe, I know this person's really going through it and I just want to energetically just see them in wholeness and send them love and light and joy and synchronicity. Also, if you notice somebody's struggling, maybe you'll put a quick prayer out to the universe like, hey universe, sending them extra love. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe you struggle to say these things to people, but you consciously do them on your own accord. And you don't tell people about it. You don't tell people. You're not like, oh yeah, so I prayed for so-and-so and I'm so special because of it. No, you don't do that. It's very silent. It's very, I just heard like, you have a lot of humility. Like you're a very humble person and you just seen, it was like, see a need, feel a need. Like you saw a moment where you could be of service as all that you were and you took it to serve another and yourself by being love and following your own intuition. Okay. Next we have the swan spirit. Time for the deep dive. So right away, that makes me feel what's incredibly sexy about you is that you are a deep person. You're deep as an ocean. You are beautiful. You're like a flower in full bloom. Like you are consciously aware of how all of these stages, all of these processes and experiences you have are a part of your growth. And you're connected to yourself. I'm hearing a very strong divine feminine feeling there with like very good at receiving and being open and allowing yourself to dive deep and encouraging others to do the same and to meet you there. I just heard I ain't got no time for no small talk. And so that is incredibly sexy about you. I also heard like you're a very upfront person. Like yes, over here with this coyote, you can be maybe a little shifty or a shapeshifter because you're very good at just following the universe. If the universe says cut and run, you cut and run. If the universe says lay it all out, you lay it all out. You follow that intuition. You trust yourself because you know yourself so well. And I also heard not afraid of the dark. You are a person who knows that there is light within you, and anywhere you go, you have the opportunity to shine that light, and you're not afraid to shine the light. And you're not afraid to receive divine wisdom. I hear Kundalini awakening, so you've been an awakened person. You've had a lot of awakenings and awakening experiences, and you are consciously aware of that. Okay, so big high key note on communicator. We have 2 more cards here, and both are birds. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bird spirit. You are a high level communicator. That is incredibly sexy about you. Not only are you feminine and you are beautiful, and if this is a masculine man, know that femininity doesn't take from you. It's beautiful. That ability to go deep, to dive deep, which is funny because your symbolizer was Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about that depth, that deepness, that those high, strong soul level transformations. And Scorpio, don't hide from the truth, my friends. Not at all. They ain't got time for that. And so I hear that you're that person as well. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Don't bullshit me. Don't knock on my door with no bullshit. I also just heard, don't lie to me. Because you have a lie detector. You know when people are lying. It's like you can hear it in the frequency of what they're saying and the authenticity of what's being said. Next card, we have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. What's incredibly, irresistibly sexy about you emotionally is that you are solid and stable. You know exactly where you're at and what you got going on, and that all you must do is ask, and Spirit will be right there. Literally right there to ground you in. A lot of brown, guys. If you notice, you have a lot of salt, like brown, and brown is all about that grounded, solid, stable. And so you guys are also with this beautiful red, a lot of passion, a lot of fire. I would imagine that you're likely a root chakra or a sacral chakra being. I just heard a generator. I don't know if you guys know anything about human design, but I would definitely go check it out. It's quite fascinating to learn all about oneself in that way. I recently had a reading done, and it amazed me. It shocked me, and it amazed me, and it awed me. Like, oh man, it's a whole nother level of beauty. But also a lot of green in your cards, which is a lot of heart's healing and synchronicity with that yellow. Again, with this yellow and the green and the gold, all interwoven. A lot of divine knowledge. You are definitely a grounded being who works very much in the higher realms with highly evolved spirit. And then, the last but not least, we have the White Raven Spirit. And White Raven Spirit, to me, is about communication with Spirit point blank. White Ravens go with, the raven goes with Freya and Odin. And those are old Vikings, Nordic gods. And so, this is very much about being in tune with Spirit. Again, you see this blue, speaking your truth, receiving divine vision, but being grounded, again, with that brown. Very grounded, very solid, very stable person. That is emotionally, incredibly, irresistibly attractive. That is what lures people. It's not the upfront. You are not the type of person that necessarily, like, wows somebody right up front. Yes, I'm hearing you're incredibly beautiful, and that might be shockingly wowing, but the depth of your soul is what is so incredibly sexy. I'm also hearing you don't give too many people a chance. Like, you will communicate and share your voice, but you're not out here hunting through, picking through all these different people. Somebody's really got to come through and wow you right back. Because of who you are, you don't, like I said, that small talk, that ain't your shit. Like, keep it pushing. This isn't for me. You don't have time for that. And you're so good at speaking truth and being communicative. I'm also hearing, like, really open-minded, really kind, really compassionate, but firm, but strong. And not afraid to throw some surprises in there. Not afraid to, I heard keep my cards close to my hand, like to my chest. Like, you, it's funny because I feel on one side you can be the person who wears your heart on the sleeve, and on the other side you could be the person who keeps it closed. And so maybe in some things you very easily share yourself, and in others, oh no, that trust must be earned. Birds spook easy. If you notice, most of these birds are the type of bird that while they are the hunter, they can also be the prey. And so they spook easy. They live on their instincts. They're very knowledgeable and intelligent. A lot of divine higher knowledge and wisdom going on with this group. And bottom of the deck, another bird, you guys. So if you notice, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds. 6, the number of self-care, self-knowing, self-knowledge, really empowering the self and learning all about the self and being of service to the self so that you can then transform and share that knowledge and share all of that service with the universe, just as you are. And this crow spirit is all about co-creation with spirit. So again, you guys, high levels of communication. You very effortlessly. It may not feel like that to you, that this is effortlessly. Like I just heard from Spirit, this is hard won. Like you've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations that have really helped you hone that about you. But point blank, you are an excellent communicator, above and beyond. Don't let anybody tell you different. Now, absolutely take what's heard with a grain of salt. Listen to where you can improve, because we can always, always, always improve, become more love, become more light, become more non-judgment, become more openness, more of an expander. But Spirit is saying, don't question your ability to communicate, because it is on point, excellent. Okay. All right. Now we're going to use my brand new deck. I have this Tarot of Sexual Magic. Who is this by? By Laura Tuan, art by Mauro De Luca. And so these are going to be, what does Spirit, or what do others find sexually attractive about you? Oh, you play hard to get, Queen. Queen or King, whichever gender you are, whatever energetic you show up as. Don't worry about labels, guys. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You're a partnership person, but you play hard to get. You're all about partnership. And I see this sword of truth right here with the serpent on it. So you create healing by speaking truth. You will take off your hat, your mask, your protective wear, but it's earned. You're a lush, beautiful being, and you're not afraid. You know that. You know your worth, and you're not afraid to stand up for who you are and what you believe in, and to hold your ground. Also, your suitors must come to you. You're not going to go after them. Oh, look, another bird, you guys. Another bird. That's a hen, a chicken, a black chicken. And if you see, he's bringing flowers to her face. And so that your suitors must come at you solid and 100. This purple, you're powerful. You're a fully actualized being. And you're not playing around. If you're going to come for me, you better come for me correct. Or I ain't got time for you. Because you're over here listening to Spirit. You have a map. You know what you're doing. You're not afraid. You get communication. It's funny because look, one shoe on, one shoe off. You're only willing to share so much. It must be earned. You're not playing. That is physically very attractive to you. You also, both of these people in this have have dark hair, have a darker hair. It's long, it's lustrous, it's shiny, nice full lips, a beautiful face. And so you're a very attractive person. Also, you have a very curvy body, long, beautiful legs. Also, people might really find your feet, your shoes very attractive. I feel that you put your outfits together where you're sophisticated and sexy, but not overly so. You don't give away too much at all. It's like it's like a tease a bit. You like to tease not only yourself, because I feel like she's teasing herself with her clothing. Like she knows she's beautiful and sexy and powerful, and it feels good, but it's not too showy. Just enough. Next, we have this, what is this? The Six of Swords, double swords. So that also makes you like probably a very intelligent person. This could be an air sign with these double swords, or this could also just be somebody who knows their mind very well. If you notice, she has chosen to give her body. She's underneath him playing the submissive role, but truthfully, she's not actually submissive at all. She's allowing this of him. If you notice, she's cradling him in between her legs, allowing this partner this space. And so that is incredibly physically sexy about you. You have a very full bosom. You have pert nipples. Again, another lush mouth, beautiful eyes. And again, this long brown cascading hair. So it's very likely that you have long hair, or if it's not long, it's very lush and it has waves in it. It's gorgeous. For some reason, also, I'm seeing like the way that her body, she's holding her body. And so you have this like this long, lean, maybe you don't consider yourself to be a long, lean person, but the way others view you is the lines of your body are very sexy. Very sexy. Again, I'm seeing her knees. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like these knees, her knees, for some reason, group one, your knees are very sexy. The angles of your legs, how you hold yourself, how you carry yourself. Also, how you support yourself. Because while she's in his arms and being held, she's still supporting herself and holding herself up the whole time. And so, physically, what's very sexy about you is how you hold yourself and how you embody. Oh, You're a very provocative being. So when you know what you want, you go for it. You're not afraid. Also, this 2, you have double 2s here with the 2 of Wands and this 2 of Swords. So you're a balanced person. You have a lot of balance. What's very physically sexy about you, again, with the legs. So group number 1, y'all got banging ass legs, okay? They're long, they're supple. I'm seeing the muscle, like you have rich muscle. Like maybe some of you have thick legs, and that is incredibly attractive about you. Incredibly so. Also, if you notice in both of these 2 pictures, her wear is sexy. And she's covering everything of importance, but also there's a lot of bare skin. And so again, with that tease energy, you have a very sexy, teasing way about you and your personality. I'm also hearing the way you move is very sexy. Like if you notice, she's holding her legs in very certain ways in all of these pictures, and I just keep getting drawn over and over again to their legs and the curves in their legs. If you notice right here where her leg meets her hip and where it all conjoins, like right there at her groin area, it's beautiful, it's sexy, it's lush, it's womanly. I feel a strong, powerful woman. I'm also hearing very fiery. Again, if you're not a woman and you happen to be a man, what's sexy and powerful about you is the breadth of your shoulders, of your physical strength. You have broad, beautiful shoulders, well-defined muscles. This partner feels safe and comfortable with you. Also, I'm hearing, again, with that tease, there is a tease going on across here the whole way across. And so even while he has her in his arms, he's looking at her gazingly. Again, all 3 of these men have dark hair. And so maybe you're a very tall, dark-haired man. Maybe you don't consider yourself tall, but your partner definitely does. Also, the breadth of your back, you're safe, you're welcomely, it's comforting, it's desirable. I hear I just love to draw my hands down your back. And so whether you're divine masculine, divine feminine, it doesn't matter. Your partner finds you incredibly sexy. Or excuse me, not your partner, but just others. They love the lines of your back. Maybe it is a partner. Maybe for group 1, this is a partner finding you incredibly sexy. But also I see others, even though there's not a lot of others in this video, or I mean in these cards. This is mostly a couple, so it could be partnership. But I'm also thinking in terms of partnership, you have this way about you that's very coy, that's very desirable and sexy, alluring. Again, with the red hair, so maybe you have red hair as well. So brown hair, red hair, long hair. Even if it's short, it has this bit of wave to it, this maybe sexy, little wild feeling. Because I keep feeling this sense of like wild. You can be wild. Like maybe you can be Shast and Demore, but also you can turn around and be a wildcat and not be afraid and can be completely open and giving. Also, again, do you see her bosom here? How full and thick and lush she is? Again, on these sides. Her legs. Every single one of these cards has something to do with the legs. And so, group number 1, your legs are sexy as hell. People are in love with your legs. When you move, you must got a little twerk thing going on because people are admiring your legs from every which angle. I'm hearing head on, from the side, to the back. All of it looks delicious. Oh, wow. And then the bottom of the deck is a 4, and this is the 4 of chalices, the 4 of cups. And if you notice, again, her bosom is very large. She's hidden. Her body is covered, but there's this like alluring, lush sense of just beauty and abundance. Again, their lips. You have beautiful lips, group number 1. Strong, powerful, just very alluring. Like I keep hearing like fertile. Like I look at you and I just see fertility. Like I don't know what I want to touch, hold, taste, feel, or what. Like all of it. I want it all. I don't know where I want to start. Like you're a feast for my eyes. Hips, 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 hips. I just heard that. Twerk those hips for me. I want to see them. Again, also, there's a lot of side angles coming at this here. I see a lot of side angles. So people cast you a lot of glances, group 1. What's irresistibly sexy about you is how you hold yourself and how you go at the game. Go about your game at life. I don't feel like this person is playing any games. I feel like they're being authentic, but they definitely don't put all their cards on the table right up front. This person, group number 1, you make people earn it. And that is incredibly fucking sexy about you. A lot of long hair too. Now you don't have to have long hair, but group 1, I see just a lot of red hair. You also probably look extremely delicious in white, in purple, and in red. For some reason, I keep seeing a lot of these colors. I'm also seeing a wide variety of men who are, or women who are attracted to you. You may have a lot of partners seeking you out, looking at you, but you're very choosy. You don't just pick anyone. Very choosy being, and that's incredibly sexy about you. It's like all these different people want to lay their hearts on the line for you, or come at you with their best self, and you still sit back from your place of power, your seat of power, and go, what is the highest and greatest good for me? What is the most alignment for me? That is incredibly sexy about you. Absolutely delicious. Also, I'm seeing a wide variety of body shapes here. Maybe some of you have abs. I'm seeing big breasts. I'm seeing little breasts. I'm seeing well-defined abdomens and asses, as well as I'm seeing thickness, delight, juiciness, fertility. So whatever shape your body is in, you are fucking gorgeous. People are looking at you going, God damn, hello, my name is what? So also, group 1, you may have some jealous creepers. So you may have somebody from your past or an ex or something looking at you in a new relationship going, damn it, I fucking want all of that. I fucked up my chance. I don't know why that's coming through so strong, but I'm hearing even your exes still want you. Like, you could literally go through your black book if you have one, or anything. You go through your phone, your Facebook, your DMs. I'm hearing a lot of people slide in and are trying to holler. But again, you're very choosy. You don't got time for just anybody. You're a very focused, driven person. That is extremely sexy about you. The shape of your eyes, I'm seeing almond eyes. I'm seeing big eyes, and I'm seeing little eyes. And so, group 1, you're a wide variety. But Spirit is saying just how you move, how you embody, how you wear your hair. I see a lot of hair to the side. So maybe you're a person who likes to wear your hair to the side. Or maybe you like to curl it. While it's not super curly, I definitely see beachy waves. I'm also hearing like highly intelligent. The way you move, the way you work, the way your mind works is extremely sexy, group number 1. That is what is incredibly sexy about you. All right. I'm going to roll a couple of dice. We'll see what we get here. Some of your admirers maybe, or just maybe you. We'll see what energies come. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 6. We have Cancer. We have Virgo. We have Aquarius. We have Gemini. And we have Scorpio. Okay, I see a 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Wow. So you are a big mover and a shaker. Also, if any of those are your numbers, then we have Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer again. And then what is this? Libra. So I'm going to roll these one more time, group number 2, and we are done with you. Okay, we have 5, 6, 9, 10. Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, and Libra. All right, and then last but not least, we're going to pull some charms real quick. All right, we have some 3 letters. We have B, U, Y. And so maybe that's by or BYU. Maybe some of you go to BYU or by you. Maybe you're a very authentic person. We have 7, the and sign with the 9, another 9. And then we have the baby, which is to me is about either having a baby or something being birthed, a project being birthed, or a new you, a new version of you, or a gift coming in for you, something that you've been really dreaming about. And then the last message we have here is appreciation. You're the type of person who practices finding things, people, places, scenes, and experiences to appreciate and give thanks for often and daily. You are someone who is constantly upgrading and anchoring in new upgrades. So awesome. Thank you, pile number 1, for joining me, and we are going to move into pile number 2. All right. If you picked purple, the purple highlighter, and the number 8, this is your reading. Okay, universe. For pile number 2, what do people find irresistibly sexy about them? Energetically. What do people find irresistibly sexy about pile number 2? All right, pile number 2, we have family. We have teaching. We have writing. And we have career change. Wow, pile number 2. What's incredibly sexy about you is that your family is a huge priority for you. Loving your friends and family is central to your life's purpose. And so what's incredibly sexy about you energetically, group number 2, is that your tribe, the people in your life, you value them deeply. You care about them, you love them, you nurture them, and you support them because it matters to you. When you say you love somebody, you mean it. That's not pretend for you. You may throw around like, oh, love and light, maybe generously, but when you tell somebody you love them or that they're your family, you mean that. Like, I feel like family means forever type of stuff. And so, that is incredibly sexy about you, pile number 2. A lot of people, look for that acceptance, that love, and you have it, and you have it in spades. And I'm hearing like authentic, true, genuine, transparent, like it's literally in all the things that you do, and that is just incredibly fucking sexy. Okay, next we have teaching. So you inspire people to learn. So what's incredibly sexy about you is that you inspire others. You're inspiring. You're a teacher and you do it easily and effortlessly. Like, this is an authentic, natural thing about who you are. And you bring it to the table effortlessly, easily. You come sharing divine light and love with many others. Now, some of you may be teaching children. You may literally be teachers. Some of you may be healthcare professionals. Some of you may be tarot card readers or spiritual helpers, or maybe you're craftsmen or woodsmen or carpenters or welders. It doesn't matter how you do what you do. All that matters is that you do it, and you bring authentic service to this planet through the authentic self. And that is incredibly fucking sexy. Oh my God, like if you're looking for a life partner, those are absolutely things that you would look for in a person. If you're looking for a best friend, absolutely incredibly beautiful things that you would look for in a person. This is delicious. This is ridiculously sexy about you because it's inspiring. You light up others, and you do it humbly. You do it with love. You do it with grace, with humility and kindness, with compassion. It's sexy and incredibly beautiful. Okay. I'm also hearing, Spirit showed me with this teaching card that it's about teaching a community. So maybe you're like me and you have a YouTube channel and you're helping others through readings and Spirit is saying it's so many things, right? Maybe you're a fisherman, because I keep seeing a fisherman with like flies. Maybe you like help create like flies, or you teach others how to create or how to make their own flies, or maybe you're a cook. There's just however you bring your teaching ability. They're showing me mechanic. They're showing me somebody who changes oils. They're showing me somebody who's a painter. I'm seeing so many different things. Somebody who's a butterfly, who's constantly transforming and sharing that evolution back out to the universe by using your own wisdom and insights and experiences to guide others into really evolving and into all that they are, into teaching them how to love and accept themselves as they are so that they can go forward in a whole healed and transformed way. That is incredibly sexy about you, group number 2. Next, we have the writing card. And so you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain others with the words you write. And so, again, back to this beautiful divine inspiration, you inspire others all the way around. All 3 of these cards are about being inspired and inspiration and being loved. And so you bring an authentic you bring your most authentic self to your writing, to your creations, and you share that from an authentic, transparent place with others. And so what Spirit is saying is, whether you write comics or you do videos or you maybe write stories or whatever it is that you're writing, it doesn't really matter. It could really be creative art. It could be dream boards. It could be, it's funny because they're showing me like newspaper articles and blogs and just like a million different ways to communicate. Maybe it's social media posts. Maybe it's writing assignments. Maybe you're a teacher yourself and you're using your work that you've written to teach others. Like, I just heard somebody getting a PhD and using their material to teach others how to get their PhD. Different things like this. But you inspire and you heal. You take your authentic wisdom, your gained wisdom through your experiences, much like the elephant spirit, and you share it back to others. To be like, as the leader, you mirror the change you want to see, you become the change you want to see, and you allow others to line up there with you. And that is incredibly beautiful work, pile number 2. Incredibly sexy, it's incredibly inspiring, but it is irresistibly sexy about you. All right, and then last but not least, career change. I just heard you go where you're called. And so you may be a person who does a lot of transformative work, a lot of transformations. Like, maybe you had one idea and you thought you were going with it, and then the universe was like, yeah, but how about this over here? Let's go check this out. And then boom, you're in a whole nother career doing a whole nother type of thing. But it's alignment. It's like, I just heard, like, you're not afraid to live in your authentic heart's desires, and you're not afraid to go where you get called to go. If like Spirit's like, hey, scratch and sniff, go check that sticker out, go scratch it, sniff it, see what it's about, you're like, oh, okay, let me go check it out. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I love this. All right, gonna follow that. And you go off on a whole nother side adventure. And they're saying that's not even just career. They're saying that that's the card that they chose to show the transformation, but that it could be about anything. It could be clothes. It could be, really, they're saying it's about like modalities, different ways you go about doing the work you do. So whether it's healing, whether it's working with people, like maybe you approach this many different ways. I personally have this reading channel, and then I created another YouTube channel as well about consciously creating, like conscious creativity. And so like I talk about making making my own tarot cards, and like different ways to make spirit bags, and just different things that I like, cooking, all these different things that I really enjoy, and sharing that with the universe in a new way. And so maybe you're just a very diversified person and you find lots of ways to share energy and to share authentic self. And that is incredibly sexy about you. Like, I just heard like big picture ideas, and so you're really good at connecting the different dots and saying, oh, this is how they're all connected. Energetically, these things are the same, even though they may physically look different. Energetically, the core of them, the truth of it is the same. And you show people that. So that is so awesome. Also, I just seen, you're a light beacon. Like, you're an earth angel and you shine light for others. And so you make these big leaps of faith, and it makes it safe for others to join you there and to feel safe making that leap of faith, because you're over there like acting like a rock star, like, yeah, I did it, come join me, living my best life, what's up, y'all? And so by doing that, you're a leader that inspires others. And the beauty of it is you're not even trying to be the leader, you're just doing you. And that is like the most sexy thing about it is you're not even trying, you're just doing you. That in and of itself is ridiculously and incredibly fucking sexy. Very sexy. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about what is emotionally very sexy about you. And we're going to use my Colette Baron Reed cards to talk about that. All right. What is emotionally very sexy about you, is that it's irresistibly sexy about you, is that you're not afraid to take the inspirations that you get and to bring them into life. You see how all these different things are connected. Again, back over here where you see the dots and can connect them, you can do that, and then you bring your ideas to life through that. You take that divine inspiration, you take these shocks, and you create the ripples out into the universe, and you literally take the physical action into making it a reality. You speak your truth. You allow the universe to then show you the ties that bind and to bring you that knowledge so that you then can take your ideas and make them a physical reality. Damn, that is incredibly sexy. You get it, group number 2. Next, we have Chameleon Spirit. Now, Chameleon Spirit is about acting as if. And so it's being it. It's faking it till you make it, but it's not faking it because you're practicing to make it perfect. You're doing what it takes. You're acting as if that is already real. That is incredibly sexy about you because you don't let things stand in your way. You're like, I see the vision. You get these visions, you get these ideas, and then you show up and transform into whatever energetic needs to be done for yourself to get that reality for yourself. By showing up authentically is all you are. You're not afraid to show your colors. You're not afraid to make changes. See, this career changes. You're not afraid to make changes to bring in your dreams. You're not afraid to be the person, to be the leader, to take the action, to see and be the change you wish to see by taking your ideas and living in them as if they're already a reality. It's not about fairy tales and illusions. It's about authentic truth. And you're not afraid to go forward and do that just as you are. That is incredibly sexy, group number 2. Wow. Also, I'm hearing there's like a regalness about you and a heart healing about you that is incredibly sexy. And as you go through your transformations, you shed skins and you share with others all the different ways that you've been divinely guided, and you share these passions and this I am, this will energy, this I am presence back out into the universe, reflecting for others all the ways in which they can transform and bring their own ideas into reality. Because if you notice, this is right on top of teacher. Yeah, teaching. And so you bring your ideas into reality, then you act as if, which then allows others that space to show up there with you by creating the energetic like anchor for others to line up with you. That is incredibly sexy. All right, a lot of water spirit here. You guys are very emotionally deep. So then we have whale spirit, which is trusting the great mystery. So this is kind of reminds me of the high priestess energy, where not only are you quite a mysterious being, but you trust in the bigger picture. You trust in the divine, and then the, it's like destiny. I hear like, you know that there's so much more to unfold, and you trust in that process of unfolding. And through this acting as if you're living, you live in that trust. You live in the expansion of the mystery and the expansion of your own soul. And so things, I hear, don't stay mysterious for long because you're a go-getter. You will follow the breadcrumbs to create your reality and to live there in awe and wonder. Like this whale, the whale's body reminds me of the universe, the cosmos, the mysteries of the all that is. But you're not afraid to go, hey, universe, what's that about? I want to know. What's up? You're also not afraid to go, this will unfold in perfect timing, and I will allow that. I will stand back and surrender and allow the beauty of the unfolding to be a part of me. For me to be a part of it. I'm also feeling really strong, like inspirational truth. Like, maybe you don't necessarily speak it, but you live it in your motions, your day-to-day, but you inspire others on a deep, deep, profound level. Whales can go very deep, right? And they can travel for very long amounts of time. And whales remind me of elephants in the sense that they're very old and very wise beings. And they have much to share. But when they choose to share it, and I feel that you're a person who typically chooses to share through action and through leadership, but through your own independent version of that. You don't just go, like group number 1 had like a lot of birds. They're highly communicative, where you are more along the lines of like within yourself. Maybe you don't communicate so much outwardly, but you communicate from within, and you share that out by your communication to the universe and by bringing your ideas into reality, acting as if, and then allowing that integration of the mystery. Like the whole point is to allow the great mystery of it, to be in wonder and awe of the universe and all the beautiful unfoldings of what is. That like those unfoldings are a gift, and you getting to be present in that is a huge, huge deal. All right. Last but not least, we have 2. We have the Moth Spirit with surrender to the now. And so what I'm hearing is you're a highly passionate being. Also, I'm hearing receives great passion. Like you are a very passionate, very full, very alive being. And that you, when Spirit gives you an inspiration or your higher self comes through with a passion or an inspiration, you're not afraid to allow that to happen. You allow it because you know the unfolding is going to be so absolutely delicious. Wow, you have a lot of trust in the universe, group number 2. That is incredibly sexy and irresistible about you. Irresistibly sexy is that you do surrender. You do allow. You're like, okay, universe, take me. I'm yours. I'm right here. I'm ready to go. I'm showing up as all of me. I'm taking my steps and I'm allowing. I'm not going to fight this and I'm not going to control it. I'm just going to sit here and allow. Allow the unfolding. Allow the beauty to come to me. Allow myself to be awed and amazed and surprised and in delight over the ties that bind. Because I'm seeing all these swirls and how they keep feeding into each other. And for me, that's much about the ties that bind and the ways that we're all intertwined. And so you kind of just allow the universe to show you how the things are. I just heard the red ties that bind. And so you allow Spirit to bring you these knowings and understandings about the way things work. And how you do that is by surrendering. Oh, you're a channel. I just heard that you channel. And so you channel the great mysteries of the universe because you're allowed to, or you've learned how to allow the surrender of your mind to the surrender of your heart. And once your mind can go silent and you can channel through your heart, you receive quite a vision. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing visions within visions. I'm hearing expansion, like the spreading your wings and learning to fly. You do that. And you do it with grace and ease and passion and poise. And that is incredibly sexy about you. Like, I just heard you get the wonders of the universe, and a lot of people would be stunned by that, would be shocked and maybe even finding it challenging and scary. But not you. You ain't scared. You love it. You're like totally invested. You're like, yes, universe. I just seen somebody like with their arms out, taking a leap of faith, like off of a really tall diving board, and you just, it's like you have complete trust and surrender and faith. You're like, it'll happen. Don't worry. And then last but not least, we have Wombat Spirit. And Wombat Spirit is about being at home in oneself. And so you're the type of being who feels very at home in your own self. You have learned that home is where your heart is. And your heart is within you. And so anywhere you go, as long as you practice that, you're at home. And you don't have to be scared or worried. And that you can create home wherever you go. And I heard that you actually do create home wherever you go. That is what is incredibly sexy about you, group number 2, is that you create home and family wherever you go because you are that within yourself. A great wisdom, a great healing. You bring healing to others. Maybe you attract a lot of people who are kind of independent or loners or soloists, and you make them feel like they have a safe space, like they have a home within your heart at least, or within your circle, because you're not afraid to accept them. You're not afraid to, like, I just heard, like, roll with the changes and to be independent and yet a part of a team. Interdependence. Ah, yes. Incredibly sexy about you and irresistibly sexy about you is your ability to do interdependence, group number 2. Okay. All right. Now we want to know what is physically very sexy about you. Group number 2, what is physically very sexy about group number 2? What it just knocks people on their feet and makes them go, ooh, yes, universe, that one. Group number 2, light it up like the 4th of July. What is incredibly sexy about group number 2? All right, group number 2, ooh. Group number 2, we have the 10 of Pentacles. And this woman is incredibly sensual. She is spread out like a dessert table. And she's very lush. Her bosom is very full. Her breasts are very full. She has beautiful nipples. They're kind of dark. And so maybe you have a very sensual way about you, group number 2. I see beautiful red hair. I'm also hearing you love your creature comforts. You love your security. You love your safety. 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. It's a little loud. The little family came home, and so there's 4 minions out there. Okay, can you see well? I apologize for the interruption, group 2. All right. Incredibly sexy about you is you're not afraid to be vulnerable and raw. There's this earthy, sexy sensuality about you. It's lush, it's delicious, it's delightful. What's incredibly sexy about you is your openness. You're willing to share. And it's almost like, I feel like I'm a prize, and I know I'm a prize, and I choose you, which makes you very lucky to be in my presence. And so people feel lucky, like they've won the lottery, or like somehow they're special for being in your presence. And that, group number 2, is incredibly sexy about you. I just heard, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I have no competition. I'm a vixen. And so this is the Lovers card here. And if you see, there's 2 different women. And so you, group number 2, don't feel like you have competition. Even if there is somebody else in the picture, you have no competition. You stand alone, and you know it. Each person brings their own authentic beauty to the table, and it's like, you know that, you know who you are, you know what you want, and you know what you bring to the table, and you're not afraid to be all of that self, and to really stand your ground, and to I'm hearing like the way you accentuate your beauty is unlike any other. Like, no one does it like you. And so group number 2, what's incredibly sexy about you is your confidence, is the way in which you do what you do. I hear like, I adorn myself. Again, you'll notice she's completely covered. If you notice the girl next to her, this is what I'm going to call the competition. She is completely naked, but she's afraid to be vulnerable. You're clothed, half clothed at least, but you're not afraid at all. You feel coy, you feel beautiful, you feel flirty. It's like, I know who I am. I have no true competition. The only competition I have is my own self. And so nothing stands in my way. Also, she has, maybe what else is sexy about you, group number 2, is that you have nice big nipples.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. People keep coming in and interrupting. I apologize for the loud noise. That was the fan. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to close the door again. I apologize, group 2. I just heard a very foxy lady, like, you know how to accentuate your own beauty. You know how to be all of yourself. You may have, maybe you have, this one has blue hair. And so maybe you have blonde hair, maybe you have blue hair, but maybe you also, I'm feeling like dyed. Maybe you dye your hair and you have these really beautiful waves you put in your hair. As well as this like natural flow and elegance. Like, I feel like you're kind of breezy in the sense that you don't really let much get to you. You know who you are and you know your worth, and you don't really have much time for anything other than you living your best life, basically. Physically, you likely, I'm feeling like I have really large breasts. Like, I'm feeling like I have the big, beautiful, abundant bosom. And I feel like you aren't afraid to show it, aren't afraid to be proud of your body. Like, again, the way she's holding her body is coy and sexy, and she's thick and lush and full. For some reason, I'm really getting like a thicker BBW woman. Also, you may have some very tan skin. Again, I'm seeing very fair to very tan, but you stand out in a crowd, naked, clothed, on the street, in the bed, either way, you're fucking amazing. And that is incredibly, irresistibly sexy about you, group number 2. Oh, group number 2, you like to watch. We have this Emperor energy here, and so whether you're a man or a woman, maybe you are a man, you have a nice broad, full chest. I have very flowing hair. 2 of these pictures with these men have longer hair for a man, quote unquote, meaning it's not cut short. I keep seeing really strong, powerful back muscles, especially here in the number 10, just incredibly defined. Like maybe you take really good care of your body. Yes, incredibly good care of your body. Also, you're very, again, back to this like earthy, sensual, just very lush of the earth feeling, like a lot of food. You like to enjoy good food, quality food, and you like to share with others. You may even like to play kinky sex games with food. I'm seeing Find the Grape. I'm also seeing for some reason like, hey, maybe somebody likes to make whipped cream bikinis or chocolate sauce and syrups and different kinds of foods and eating off the body. Also, with this Emperor card that just came out, I'm seeing very strongly you like to watch. Maybe you like to watch others masturbate. Maybe you like to masturbate and watch. Or maybe you like to have others masturbate to you. Because I kind of feel like a... like, I don't know, like you like to sit on your throne and just kind of observe others. Maybe you enjoy going to adult clubs, like sex clubs or kinky clubs or different things like this where you get to just sit back and take it all in. Maybe you like watching. Maybe you enjoy watching your partner with another person. Or maybe you like watching many other people enjoy partners. But you really have this sense of authority that's very sexy about you, very regal. With this red, quite a passionate person, a lot of... grounded stability and emphasis. You also likely have very beautiful feet. For some reason, I keep seeing very dainty, pointed feet. So whether you consider your feet dainty or not, because I'm seeing maybe like you have a size 10 or a size 12 for a woman or big feet for a man, they're beautiful. The shape of them is beautiful. They're elegant. I'm like, maybe I want to jack off to your feet or something. I keep feeling that. So maybe somebody's told you that. Or I want to suck on your toes or play with your toes. Or I definitely, people like to eat food off of your body. That's for damn sure. Or I'm also hearing like, maybe people like to eat your body. Like you get a lot of pleasure from oral sex or sexual arousal in that way. And you really enjoy that experience. I'm also hearing I love to be admired. And so that's also incredibly sexy about you, group number 2. Queen of Swords, more of the watching. You like to watch others. Very sexy, like to... you don't necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve unless you want to. I feel like all of it is a choice by you. You may not choose love. You may enjoy just sex for pleasure. Perfectly acceptable. You get to do you, be all about it. But I'm seeing a lot of flowers in her hair too. For some reason I keep seeing flowers. Maybe you're a woman or a man who likes to wear things in their hair. Headbands, flowers, crowns. Different headwear. I'm not really seeing hats, but I'm absolutely seeing different forms of crowns, as well as fans. Again, with the thickness and the thigh and the hip, you have very sexy hips and feet. That's the 3rd foot picture I've seen, and so somebody has some very sexy feet. You definitely turn others on. Maybe you like to walk barefoot. Maybe you are a very, I just keep hearing a very earthly person. So maybe you're an earth sign. Very, very passionate. You help others find the sweetness in life. You are full of sweetness and delight. I just heard Her Body is a Wonderland. That's what is that, a John Mayer song? But you have a very curvy body, very beautiful. And if you're not very curvy, it's lush. If it is a smaller body, like if you have smaller curves, they're very supple, round, beautiful, delicious, delightful. A lot of I just keep hearing a lot of fertility. Like I just heard she's a goddess, he's a god. Like you guys are just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And so I'm seeing a lot of brown hair here. I'm seeing blonde hair. I'm seeing red hair. I'm also seeing colored hair. So maybe it's like purple or pink or orange, or maybe it's rainbow or midnight black or blue, jet black, jet blue. I'm just hearing different colors, some purple. All right, now we're going to roll some dice for you guys, group number 2. We have Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius with 1, 4, 5, and 8. We have 1, 3, 4, and 12 with Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And then the last roll, we have Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, 1, 3, 4, and 12. All right, let's pick a couple of charms and letters, and then we will move on to group number 3. Okay, we have just 2 letters today. We have K and X. I'll go in and grab a couple more tiles. Then I have a, this is the King of Wands. And he, so you are you focus, communicate with vision, and be a leader. You are a leader. You are a king energy. This is a young man energy as well. So while you may embody like a younger, youthful appearance on your inside as your inner being, you are very strong and powerful, and you are very focused and determined person. Okay, 3 little notes. Upgrades and downloads. So you're a very attuned person. You are a person who puts focus on new upgrades, downloads coming in from your higher self and spirit. You pay close attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities, repeating patterns, and your own gut feelings and intuition. We have interdependence. Yeah, I've seen that. You do interdependence very well, group 2. That is incredibly sexy about you. How connected you are to spirit, incredibly sexy. How independent you are and how you do interdependence, extremely sexy. Co-creating in the middle, oy, so sexy. We have coming together as a whole being to co-create and share with one another. Partnerships, relationships, and co-creations. You are excellent at that. It is very attractive, very sexy. Incredibly sexy. And also just heard a little bit intimidating. Got to get on your level. Oh, you are a victorious person, group number 2. What's incredibly sexy and irresistibly attractive about you is that success is yours. You have public recognition, rewards, accolades, and congratulations, all for jobs well done. And so people easily recognize you and your power, and it is incredibly sexy and beautiful. I just heard well-deserved. Okay, grab a couple more tiles. And I got another little letter. We have E. We have B. So we have B, V, another B, double B, baby, maybe. R, another V. Wow. 2 V's and an X and a Q. Wow. So usually V's, Q's, X's, those to me mean like names that are not just the most common, or names that start with letters that are not the most common. And then we have an O. We have a boo. Okay, so also you're a person, we have a win-win situations and outcomes. So what's incredibly sexy and irresistibly attractive about you is that you come out on top all the time. You're an alpha. Win-win situations and outcomes. You set intentions for win-win situations and outcomes, and you get success with positive thoughts, actions, and ways of being. And one more, and then we are moving on to group 3. Okay. Victory, success. Okay, so again, victory. Wow, victory is yours. You get a lot of victory and success You get a lot of public recognition, rewards, accolades, and jobs well done. I think I already read that one. But, all right, group number 2, you guys, thank you for joining me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. And I'm going to head to group 3. All right, last but not least, we have the blue dice, which was the moon, excuse me, with this blue highlighter. If you chose the blue highlighter, this is your reading. Hi, group 3. So this reading is all about what do other people find incredibly sexy about you. And so we're going to look at what others find energetically incredibly sexy about you. Okay, and you guys are jumping right away. All right, we have infinite abundance. So for group number 3, what's incredibly sexy about you is your ability to manifest. You live an incredibly fruitful and abundant life. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And so not only are you incredibly abundant and prosperous, but you are devoted to your life path and your mission. It's incredibly sexy about you. I'm hearing you're a very fruitful person. You have a lot of fertility in your life and abundance, and it just is incredibly sexy. People look at you and find you irresistible because you live with so much abundance and prosperity. As they look out, maybe you always have beautiful colors on, you wear beautiful clothing, you walk with a smile on your face, you have, it's like you come in the room and there's sunshine that comes with you. That's how it feels to me. I'm also hearing like you're a kind person and you share abundance with others. So maybe you're someone who will have extra food and you will share, or you'll have extra notebooks or supplies or tools or resources, and you're happy to share. You don't mind sharing at all. It's like, I just heard sharing is caring. And so you're an abundant person and you don't mind at all sharing your abundance and prosperity with others. Next we have light and love. And so you're a being, what's incredibly sexy about you is the way you come from your heart center. When you're being light and love, you're focused on the big picture. You're focused on the purpose of coming here to serve and bringing your authentic divine light spark from within you to outside of you and sharing that with the whole world. That is what is incredibly sexy about you. I'm hearing that there's a softness, a gentleness, a kindness, a peace, ease, like a peaceful ease about you that just brings harmony and flow and feels just so wonderful. I feel this warmth, like you're such a kind, loving, warm person that others just feel safe and loved and like they're in the presence of, I just heard I'm in the presence of greatness. And so what's incredibly sexy about you is that you have this gentle, soft, kind, loving energy that is compassionate and warm and caring. That is incredibly sexy about you, pile number 3. Next, we have energy healing. So you are a very well-balanced person. You're also an awakened and activated person. And you may not perceive yourself as that, but others absolutely perceive you as such. And not only do they like it, but they absolutely find it sexy and irresistible about you. And so you must be a beacon of light, because again, we see all of this blue with the white, and that is about speaking your truth and bringing in divine inspiration to others. All through this, I am connected. I am one with spirit, the divine, and all that is. And so that's that crown chakra, that I am presence, which means you're very awake. Group number 3, that's what's incredibly sexy about you, is that you're awake. And you're not afraid to share your truth. And you focus on balance and harmony and bringing that into your life and then reflecting it out so others can find that within themselves as well. That is incredibly sexy and irresistible about you, pile number 3. And then last but not least, from these beautiful cards, you have make music. And so what's incredibly sexy and beautiful about you is that you're an artist, you're a poet, you're a writer, you're a musician. And so whether that looks like you literally writing music or playing music, maybe you're like me and you do channeled songs, or maybe you write songs for other people, or maybe you sing them to others, maybe you share, maybe you like are the person who's always got the best playlist, or you play music at parties, or I don't know, Spirit's like you always like bring the life of the party with you through music or communication through channeled music. And so maybe some of you are DJs, maybe some of you are like maybe you do meditation videos or healing. Somehow you create healing for others through music. You're a divine channel, and you do that by speaking your authentic truth and your authentic inspiration and ideas with others through music. That is what is incredibly and irresistibly sexy about you, group number 3, is that music is a love language of yours, and you freely share it with others, and you create healing and love and light and understanding and compassion for others through those actions. Again, this making music card also is about being connected to your I am presence, your connection to the divine and all that is. And so through that connection, again, you're sharing healing and love and light and abundance and prosperity. I just heard you bring others hope and alignment, and you teach them how to manifest magic and to be magic through their own alignment. And you do that not by telling them, maybe some of you do tell them, but by being it truthfully. I'm hearing like energetically, you're the leader. You are a profound energetic leader. And so by being there with yourself and sharing that from that authentic space, you change lives and you help others be their most authentic self. And that is incredibly sexy and irresistibly sexy about you, pile number 3. Also, I just heard you're a very wise person, but you do it in a really like soft, loving, gentle way. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it's like you know how to, it's like, I keep feeling like you're aware of your audience. You know how to say things, and maybe the, like, Spirit is saying it's not a mental thought. It's actually a feeling. Like you follow your feelings and what to say or do or be, like how to express that from your own heart for others. Like maybe you see that somebody's sad and you think to yourself like, oh, how can I be love and light for them? Well, maybe I'll tell them a joke, or I'll laugh, or I'll be light, or I'll share a song with them that I heard that I really loved, or maybe you'll just send them a prayer. Like you find all these different ways to be the energetic leader and the energetic healer by living in wholeness for yourself and giving that space for others to meet you there. Particularly, like I said, through music or spoken word or like frequency and sound vibration. Okay. All right. Universe, what do others find incredibly and irresistibly sexy emotionally about group number 3? All right, group number 3, we have the White Raven magic. The White Raven spirit, which is about trusting in the magic. And so, through your self-care, through this excellent, profound self-care you take for yourself, you honor your boundaries, you recognize yourself, and you, from that space, you trust in the universe and yourself. You think to yourself, I just heard, the whole universe is conspiring for me, not against me. And so this is very similar to group number 1. They also got the White Raven spirit. And so if you felt drawn to number 1 as well, I encourage you to go watch it. But the White Raven spirit reminds me of Freya, the Viking or the Norse god Freya. and she's about endings and beginnings and cycles. And so you know that the universe has your back. You know and believe that the whole universe is conspiring for you, not against you, and that by following your passion, by communicating freely to the universe, and then listening with authentic self, with authentic ear, you will hear and receive what you need. And so that is why you trust, because you have complete confidence in yourself and in the whole process. And that is what's incredibly sexy about you, group number 3. All right, next we have the Nightingale Spirit. And the Nightingale Spirit's message is love is all around you. And so you trust from this profound place, which is so fucking sexy, because a lot of people don't trust like that. Like, I just heard, like, I don't know how you are so devout, but you are. And it amazes me. Amazes me. And so, wow, you guys have a lot of heart healing, a lot of heart energy, a lot of love. And how you do that is by recognizing, I just heard grateful and appreciative person. And so you recognize all around you how love is there, how everything can be a form of love. Even something that seems like ugly or mean or gross can actually be a form of love, because it's asking you to calibrate. It's like that conscious action. Calibrate. So if somebody is being that negative reflection of some self-talk that you have, the whole world is a mirror. And so you look to that and you think, or you say, actually it's saying, because it's a bird, this is about like vocal communication. It's okay that you felt that. I love you. I accept you. I honor you. And I recognize, you know, that while that wasn't my intention, that hurt you or that bothered you, or in reverse, like maybe that wasn't your intention, but that hurt my feelings. And so you honor and accept and surrender to the process of love. And I'm hearing like no ego. I have humility. Also great wisdom. Like this, for whatever reason, this yellow with this gold is reminding me of great wisdom. And so you can be so much heart healing, so much love, because you have great wisdom. You trust in the divine and you speak that divine truth with passion. Next we have Dolphin Spirit. And Dolphin Spirit is about this and that are true, which comes back to for me, this white raven, which is about trusting in the magic. And so when you're trusting in the magic, you can see how both, how two opposites are actually the same coin. And you can see that that while this is true, that isn't in conflict with its other side, which is also true. And so, you're really good at finding the balance and the wisdom and taking a very playful approach, with divine inspiration and creativity towards things. And so you can see that while hold on, Spirit's giving me a little message really quick. So for example, if you're a twin flame and you're in separation, you can see how while you're in separation, that changes not, or they're even saying not even a twin flame, but say you have a loved one who's passed on. This I feel like this resonates better. You have a loved one who's passed on. While they are not here in physical presence, that does not mean that they're not with you. And so this and that are true. While they're physically not in your presence, they are still with you every moment of every day, living within the love of your heart, and also living in another dimension and doing their whole thing on another physical realm, or in another realm, whether physical or not, doesn't matter. This and that are true. And so you're very good at seeing both sides and really holding it with a healthy dose of like a grain of salt. It's like just because one thing is maybe the opposition of the other, that doesn't mean they're in conflict. Things are multifaceted, multi-layered, and you're a person who sees that quite easily about others and about other situations. And so, yes, we have the next card here is the Dragonfly Spirit, and this is about how truth transforms all illusion. So you can see the truth very easily. Like maybe you're a person who calls to the universe and is like, universe, yo, light it up like the 4th of July. What's the truth of this situation? And so you're very good at seeing and speaking the truth from a whole heart, healthy, healed place. And then empowering your will's power. This is that solar plexus chakra with this orange yellow going on. And so I feel like a very enlightened, evolved being. Like, I understand the truth and I take action from truth and from heart healing. Like, you are not likely to be a person. I don't feel at all that you're a person who very much, let me not say it all, but you're not a person who is likely to respond in anger. You're not likely to a person to kind of like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde it, in the sense of like, one moment you're a really happy, loving person, and the next moment you're the person who's like tearing everybody down. That is not you. You're actually a very balanced individual, and you're very good at transformation and transmutation. Not to say that you don't get your feathers ruffled, because you may. And you may be a bit of a worrywart as well. This raven, this white raven, has a little bit of a bald patch right there. And so for me, that feels like maybe you're a bit of a worrywart. You may pick at yourself a bit, like, but what's incredibly sexy about you is that you speak the truth and you transform authentically. You also encourage others to see the truth, and I'm also hearing you encourage others to see both sides, to not be too narrow-minded or to be too singularly focused. You're like, big picture, yo, big picture. Look at the big picture. You are a communicative person. Dolphin is very communicative. Dolphin is also very family-centered. And so you also are likely to be an extrovert or to be a more extroverted introvert. Also to be very family and friend focused. You may not have the largest family groups, but you definitely keep close and keep close to your tribe. Your circle is your circle, and you don't, like I just heard, like, don't mess with what's mine type of thing. Okay. Lastly, last but not least, we're going into what is physically very sexy about you. So, we just had the Six of Swords fall out. So, the Six of Swords, what's physically very attractive, I'm going to actually keep pulling, and we're just going to talk about it from there. Ooh, you got some sexy underwear, Group 3. That's very sexy about you right off the bat. You have some sexy ass lingerie. You wear beautiful clothes. Also, you like to be real naked, Group number 3. You ain't afraid. You love your physical form. That is highly attractive about you, Group number 3. Highly attractive and sexy about you. You got some really beautiful, shapely legs. Maybe some of you have big feet and are a little embarrassed about your feet, but don't be. Your feet are beautiful. Your partner finds your feet sexy and attractive. I just heard solid, stable, grounded. This person is incredibly sexy and attractive. Also, you had one more that wanted to come through. You got a nice big old booty. Hey, Group number 3, shake that booty. Also, Group number 3, when you choose to wear clothes, which might not be the most often, you definitely know how to dress to impress and to show off your best features. Like, I see this V in her back. And, like, Group number 3, you have a beautiful back. Like, you have a lot of people who stop and admire you. You may be a person who really looks to the stars or is always looking, wondering and looking out and wondering about the universe. There's a lot of different, see a lot of looking and wondering here going on. A lot of quality self-time, but you have a lot of admirers, Group number 3. People find you extremely attractive and sexy because you know how to embody as your physical self. You are not afraid of your physical form. You may be a bit showy, Group 3, and definitely that is a compliment in the sense that you love your physical form. I keep feeling like you like to touch yourself. You like to rub on yourself. You like to, I hear you sashay when you walk in the room. I see a lot of booty in this. Like, you got a real sexy booty, Group 3. Like, maybe you got dimples. Maybe you have a nice, beautiful slope to your back and your butt, the way it all comes together. I'm also, for some reason, like, seeing zippers down the back. Like, maybe you love dresses or you love things that button or zip down the back. Because I'm just like, damn, that is sexy. Male or female, you like to show off your back. You know how fucking sexy you are, and you're not afraid to show it. I'm also seeing, like, you got away with, like, nature. Maybe you're a person who really likes to have sex outside or who really loves nature. And when you go on romantic rendezvous or dates or even maybe you get together with friends, oftentimes it's in nature. Also, I'm really hearing green is one of your best colors. Green, blue, and black. Best colors. best fucking colors. Also, I'm hearing like you wear sexy lingerie, like socks, underwear, pantaloons. Like you have different types of underwear. Like I keep seeing like booty shorts and maybe thongs. Different, maybe some cheekies where your booty cheeks hang out, but you got the front covered. Like maybe like see-through things. I'm seeing a lot of different nylons. Not a lot of shoes. You may like to go barefoot. I do keep getting this feeling like maybe you have some bigger feet. Maybe you're like, for a woman, you're like a size 9, 10, 11, 12, and you get uncomfortable or unconscious or like worried about your feet. But I'm telling you, girl or guy, your feet are sexy as hell. This person or these different people find your feet very sexy. Also, I'm feeling like, I don't know why, but I feel like toe rings or, like maybe you like to get pedicures. Maybe you're a person who doesn't wear toenail polish. I don't see any polish, but I'm definitely feeling like feet jewelry. Like maybe you're a person who really loves feet jewelry. And I'm also seeing like really nice long legs. Like some of you may be very tall, group 3, and that is very sexy. Or if you don't perceive yourself as tall, others perceive you as tall and find that to be sexy. I'm kind of hearing like maybe group 3, you physically are a little like uncomfortable with your body. Like maybe you're not all the way, maybe you're not considered conventionally beautiful, group number 3, but your beauty, whether conventional or not, is incredibly sexy and attractive and irresistibly unique and delicious and delightful to others. So if you are that person who may feel a little uncomfortable in your body, know that no matter what, you're fucking beautiful and people find you sexy in just the way you embody and move. Also, I'm really hearing like a little shy and demure. Like you maybe don't, like too much flirting makes you uncomfortable. And so you can be a little standoffish. And people kind of really have to win your heart. I'm also hearing, like, you are delightfully, especially in the, I don't know why, but I like, there's 3 pictures right here where I'm just seeing all the booty going on and how delicious it is. Like maybe you like to shake your booty, pile 3, or maybe it's just the shape of it. Maybe you got a bubble butt or it's real curvy. Or maybe even if it's not something you consider very sexy about you, well, I'm telling you what, a lot of people like to watch you walk by. They love to sit and admire you, because I'm seeing a lot of people admiring you from behind, queen. Queens and kings, you're fucking fine, okay? Don't question that. Don't doubt it. You're extremely sensual and sexy in the way that you move. And the way you hold yourself, that bosom, the way that you... I keep seeing like... I'm seeing a lot of back muscle. I don't know if I talked about this already, but I just keep focusing on this back muscle and these divots and these rivets. Like... Also, again, a lot of indents in these butts. I see this indent here. I see another indent over here. This dress alludes to indents. So maybe you have an hourglass shape or just a really strong curve. Because I am just, man, that your body is on fire, group number 3. All right. We're going to give this bag a beautiful shake. And then we'll also do your dice. All right, group number 3. Let's get some number, signs, symbols, and synchronicities, as well as some astrology signs. All right. Okay, looks like we have 10, 11, 12, and the 7, as well as Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. Double fire signs right there, guys. We have Aquarius, Gemini, double air, another Aries, and a Cancer, along with Virgo. We have, again, 10, 11, 12. This time I see 10, 11, 12 with that 7 with the 2, 3. So high-level upgrades going on. You wow and awe people. It's like you have this certain magic about you. It's delightfully inspiring. Again, that 10, 11, 12, 7. And so, wow. I feel like maybe you're the same person. Like you don't really change in the sense of like you are authentically who you are. It's why you don't really let too many people in, because you maybe are a bit guarded, a bit... I feel like you really prefer one-on-one interactions. And so because you know you're the full package, and you're not afraid to be like, don't come knocking on my door. If I don't want to share, I don't want to share. If you say no, group number 3, you mean no. You ain't playing. All right, we have Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Okay, so again with this, got a lot of fire energy going on. We're going to roll this one more time. And we have Aries, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, and Leo again. Wow. All right, guys. A lot of sign symbols and synchronicities here. You guys got 3 of the same number sequences again, and I just rolled that dice kind of to roll it over, and then we got 7, 8, 9. And so you have a lot of synchronicity. You're a very abundant person, just point period. I think it was you guys. Yeah, infinite abundance. You're very abundant. And let me tell you, others find that incredibly sexy about you, like deliciously so. Ooh, you got the rubber band. You're all about circles, and you're good at seeing webs within webs. You're also really good at holding things together. Also, you have a lot of flexibility, a lot of elasticity. All right, here's our letters. We have G, we have M, we have Z. I love a Z. We have P, D, H. Oh, you guys got a lot of letters. S, Y. Any vowels, guys? We have a W or an M, another M. Let it symbolize however you want. B, M, take it how it resonates. We have the yin and yang symbol. And so you guys are very balanced people. You guys really focus on unions of opposites. You have an excellent balance within your own self. We have the King of Pentacles here. You guys have the Midas touch. Again, back to that infinite abundance. Y'all really got the Midas touch. Y'all ain't playing. And then we have the Cuddly Lamb, which is about a softness, a gentleness, a gentle touch. Also, a shy and demureness, Oh, you guys are powerful manifestors as well. We have a 3 and a 9. And so, yeah, you guys aren't playing. You guys are really, really abundant and powerful. And that is incredibly sexy about you. I just heard, like, how do they do what they do? I want to know. And so, you guys are, maybe you hold a little close to your chest. And y'all don't really tell everybody about everything. But let me tell you, you guys got a lot of people sitting back in awe and amazement and finding you incredibly sexy. Irresistibly so. Wow, another manifesting magic theme. So you guys have the manifesting magic card. So you guys are, what's incredibly sexy and irresistibly sexy about you is that you're excellent at manifesting magic. You play with your ability to create, manifest, and co-create with the universe. You guys also may have a lot of people who want your attention. It may be easy for you to get a lot of attention, or that you just have a lot of people asking for attention from you. Then we have share with yourself, giving gifts to yourself. Share with yourself and others, giving gifts of time, money, effort, love, and or efforts. Taking self out, buying something nice that you've always wanted, taking classes or vacays, mani-pedis, whatever you like that fills your cup with joy and bliss. And so you're excellent at filling your own cup with joy and bliss. Like, your self-care is on point period. Then last but not least, wow, this victory card has come out a couple of times now. You guys, what is incredibly sexy about you is your ability to create success. You guys are victorious beings. We have success. Congratulations, and success is yours. Public recognitions, rewards, and accolades coming in for jobs well done. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I wish you guys the best, and I'll talk to you soon.